Morning all, welcome to Webby Sports Roundup here on a beautiful Sunday morning, and I'm going to whisk you around. Yeah, look at that. Hang on, where are we? Can anybody guess exactly where we are? Absolutely majestic. Probably about 29-30 degrees going to be today. A little bit hazy, as you can probably see. And I spoke to Dawn this morning and I said, come on. With a bit of duress, I said, do me a video. She went, oh, have I got to? I said, come on, you know you're good, you get all the views for me. Spoke to Foggy this morning and he said, don't put it on with one of my videos because Dawn will smash me. Anyway, she probably will. Look at that. Do you know where we are? We're down in my manor in CAIXESBBXXX in the south of Tenerife. Probably about, as I say, from Las Americas, Los Cristianos, probably about 7 miles further on down the coast, all the way to Los Gigantes. That's where we live with our little dog Buster. Do you want to see him? There he is. He's trying to get away. And let me tell you something.
Oh, you've got water for him.
Here we go.
Here we go. You're giving him water?
That's our. Look at that. Is that special or is that special? We're down on the beach in CAIXESBBXXX. And there is my cold bottle of Heineken. Nobody's ever done that for me before. It is absolutely majestic. So thank you to the gentleman that served that for me, which I'll show you a little bit later on. I'm over to him. I don't know what it's going to cost us. We haven't checked it yet. Have we, Dawn?
No.
No, we haven't. So she says, if it's too much, you're not having another one. But listen, I've worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week.
Yeah, well,
down the bookies, so... saved a couple of quid, had a few quid in my back pocket, so thank you, Mark the bookie. I'm going to show you the main woman of the day, and there she is, beautiful Dawn Webb. How are you, Dawn?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien. But right, listen, I'm not going to talk about Coventry Football Club yesterday because we had a magic day in the FA Cup quarter-final, which we beat Wolves 3-2 away from home, and the draw will take place a little bit later on this afternoon. I'm going to do a little vlog myself a little bit later, not too long-winded, just to say how pleased I am with the team, Mark Robbins, the management, what they've done for the club and the new owner, just absolutely fantastic. And a big shout out to my Gloucester Rugby Club on Friday night after beating Leicester in the English Gallagher Premiership Club final. We got through to the final, we played at home at Kingsholm, a full house, and we beat Leicester. So I should have had really a Coventry Gloucester double and had a gamble, which I didn't think it would happen, but it was an absolutely phenomenal Friday night and an even better one yesterday morning. So let's see. So I said to Dawn, come on, let's not go too far today, let's take a walk down to the beach, let's go see who's about. Before we go to Dawn, we're going to have another whisk round. There we are. Here's the cracking little bar this is. There it is. Alright, see what it says? Osteria C Restaurant, absolutely beautiful. There's the boys. Alright, and they're nice lads, speak good English, they really do. They just brought some water down for Buster, and he's got his own anyway. Some nice people down here. There is a lifeguard, so if you come down to the beach, you've got a lifeguard. I don't think the prices are too difficult. Let's have a look, see what this is, their breakfast menu. Let's see if you can see that. I'll go from top to bottom. Right, that's in Spanish, if you follow Spanish. Now I'm going to turn over for the English, which is exactly the same. That's the breakfast menu. So you got wild mushrooms, English breakfast, fried eggs, everything on there, bacon. I don't think it's too bad, to be honest with you, with the price, especially for being on the beach. Nice bit of music in the background, nice and steady, happy. It's just a great Sunday morning. Later on today, I'm going to go down to the Three Horseshoes. But I'll pop in the Monte Cristo first, as most people know. Have a couple of bottles of cold Heineken, probably not as cold as this, and see the lads and lasses in there. Then I'll go down for 3:30 to go into my Three Horseshoes in my manor and my little pub in the corner and watch Man United take on Liverpool in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Without further ado, let's bring the boss on.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, good morning, sweetheart. You're on your second coffee here, darling. What's the coffee like?
Oh, bien, 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 bien.
Are you talking Spanish or what?
Nada.
She's doing me head in already. She's looking beautiful in white, looking very, very sexy.
I am.
I am, yeah.
I am. I'm gorgeous.
So,
But I'd like to thank everyone again for their concern about my health. It's very good. I've got the fantastic doctors looking after me and a fantastic family. So all is well. And I am chirping up a lot.
yeah, you are chirping up.
I am chirping up a
because
lot.
I know-
I have to say though, while I wasn't well, my neighbour, who is from Slovenia, he was very kind to bring me some eucalyptus crystal. Now this he got in Morocco. I don't know if you can buy it in England. I've never seen it before. And it comes in crystal glass shape. And you put it into some hot water and then you inhale it. Well, talk about blowing the bloody doors off. It blew my socks off and everything else off. It was, well, addictive, but it didn't half burn your nose, and if you inhaled it, it went right down your throat.
That's from Milan and Erica.
Yes, it was from Milan and Erica, and I have to say thank you so much. I don't know quite what it did, but it made me feel good. But I have to say, after about the fourth chunk of crystal, I felt like I was getting addicted. It was gorgeous, and I loved it. So Paul went out and got me some Vic for my chest, and it seemed to be helping a little bit. I even shoved that up my nose. So Paul smelt a lot better in bed by the time I'd finished. Anyway, saying all this to you, I'm well.
For people who don't realise that Milan is the gentleman
Yes.
that had a bad turn in Monte Cristo's
Yes, bless
a
him.
few weeks ago.
Yes, and his dog's not well either.
Molly's not well.
No,
Molly, Ottie.
Ottie's not
Ottie's
well.
not well.
It's got cancer, so
Yeah.
the days are short for it. And
But they're trying to do
very
things.
disappointing. But they're going out and about, and she's doing. The dog's quite chirpy, like Buster, even though he's getting on. I think he's 9 actually.
She.
Well, yeah, she's
picked up.
9. Yeah, she is. She's 9. Anyway, Paul's brought me down to this lovely beach, which I very rarely come to. Isn't it strange? When we first came, we loved the beach, we loved the sun, we loved the air, we loved everything. And after all these years, you get so complacent and you just don't bother. You see the sea every day and you don't even look at it. But then I find people who live near the sea in Great Britain are the same. Apart from might take their dog along there, they don't bother going there. It's funny. But I don't know whether it's just a hassle to get ready to come down here. I just don't know. But I might come down and bring a couple of ladies and might spend the day down here before it gets too hot. But it's a lovely day today. The sun is shining. There's a few people around already. So consider we don't have any sand.
F.A.C.T, amigo.
Hola! Yeah, these
I told you.
Cousin.
We were just talking
This is cousin,
as
yeah.
we walked down.
Yeah.
The gentleman that had this restaurant down here owned it a few years ago on a lease. It is council owned.
Yeah,
There was
Dixon owned.
there was a couple of problems with it a few years ago, licenses and so forth. But anyway, cut long story short, it's reopened a few months ago, and it's picked up. And she was asking, "Money, who owns it?" I said, "It's the
Yes.
same gentleman." She went, "Are
Yeah.
you sure?" And I said,
I
"Listen."
find that hard to believe. But
Anyway,
then again,
he's just walked in.
yeah,
He-
he doesn't actually own it, we don't think. It's his brother or cousin.
Oh, could be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he owns it. He was always the handyman.
Yeah, yeah,
He
sure,
did the
yeah.
dirty work or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, it doesn't really matter as long as it's clean and it's good and it's good price. I'm happy. You know, you don't expect these on the beach, these things.
Getting busy. People's flowing in now. Look at
they
them.
really are coming
There's
down.
another 5 to the beach.
I mean, they come. Yeah, yeah. It's
And if you look at the table on the right behind you, look at their drinks. They put them in lovely mugs. You know what I mean. It's just nice now. It's
very
lovely. It's
clean,
clean.
very nice. But then again, it is quite new. So let's
Yeah.
just see if they keep up the standard. You know, that's the thing. You've got to keep up the standard.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got to be a bit better, and you can't be cheap. You know, there's a lot of restaurants in our village. In fact, there's only 2 pubs. One's a sports pub, really, and karaoke at night. And the other is basically for the locals that just sit and, it's like God's waiting room some days.
Excuse me, I'm a part of that
I
crew.
know, but anyway, it is. So you've got the choice of 2. The rest of the place is full. It must have 20 restaurants or more. And we've even got 3 Indians.
I'm doing this only because of Buster. Buster's trying to get everywhere.
Listen, you can't blame him. He says, "Come on, show me what's going on."
Should we have a look?
Anyway,
Let me
we're not
just
really
move to.
talking about
There he is.
anything, are we?
There he is. There's Buster. He wants to get away. Look at it, Buster. I'll take you for a walk in a minute. That's a nice waiter. He loves the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's out looking lovely. Probably got a dog of his own.
Yeah, he has, probably.
So what-
I'll still sniff it out.
Okay,
But
so-
yes, you know, well, it's the same old same. I've got lady friends here. My friend Pauline, bless her, she's just come back from England visiting family, and she's had all her floor reed tiles and done. Looks absolutely glorious.
Doesn't
It really does look lovely, I have to admit it. Very smart. And then I've got my friend Christine, bless her. Her husband, as I told you, died last year, and she's slowly getting there. I'd like to see a little bit more oomph in her, but I think given time,
Yeah.
she got a wedding to look forward to with her son, and she's having the outside of her house redone, so she's got all that to look forward to. So as long as she keeps her spirit up, you know. Well, if she don't, I'll just slap her with a bit of wet fish.
As you do with me.
Back to life.
Yeah. Right. Before we move on, can I just say I've met a lovely lady last night in Monte Cristo, who Lynn, her husband Alan, passed away.
Oh, bless him.
Remember last month, 2 months, yeah, and came over with her daughter and her son and son-in-law. Just lovely. Just give me a big hug and kisses, because I did mention him on my podcast and had a drink with him on his funeral day. He passed away, I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. A lovely fella. He was a bit of an introvert, kept himself to himself, but I was one or two just good friends that always came in, spoke with him, had a chat with him, and give Lynn a big kiss, and just to say you're okay and what have you. And he was a lovely. He's from London, but a big Man United fan, and his 2 sons a big Tottenham fans. And Dawn's talking to the boss now.
Well,
And there was the 2 sons that was coming here.
No, I am the cleaner.
He's the cleaner. He's there. As the 2 sons came over, but the one son, 12 weeks only left on his passport,
Fantastic.
and they wouldn't let him through. So if anybody is coming over on the island to Tenerife or whatever, please make sure your passport is full on. Okay, that it's got more than 6 months before you fly. Please,
Yeah,
every time. Ocho años antes.
Here's nothing.
So 18 now. So yeah, no, listen, just she's talking now.
You're still a baby.
Still a baby, so he's a bit of a ladies' man. You can hear him in the background, can't you?
Yes.
A lovely fella. And they always ask how Matthew is. As you know, Matthew is the bar manager in the Pearly Grey Hotel down in the corner in CAIXESBBXXX as well, which is a lovely fella. With his girlfriend Faye, as you know, is a paramedic back home in England in the south. Lovely. But she's getting a passport, Irish passport. That's just due any time now, and then she'll be coming over here to live in whatever. So it's going to make things easy for us and so on and so forth. But so that's good.
So all is well.
I want a big shout out to while she's talking to a lot of the vloggers are over at the moment. You got Tenerife Tez, you got Johnny Vlogger, you've got Colin from F.A.C.T from Bournemouth. Who else we got? We got the big Kevin, the Scotsman.
Yes.
He's not happy for St Mirren with 3-2. 2-0 up at Kilmarnock yesterday and lost 5-2 in the end. But it is what it is. It's all
Nice to
football.
see you.
And a big shout out to my boys Coventry City Football Club. Hasta luego, vamos. Sí, and you. Ciao. So, is he... Effie, see. Effie, yeah. Yeah, so he's still the boss. That's, can't remember his name. But when we had the plough in TORVISCAS 30 years ago, as you know, 3 pubs later, he had the Aberdeen steakhouses from behind us.
He didn't, his brother
It was,
did.
sorry, you keep saying his brother was cousin. He was the front man.
Yeah.
So I said me hellos and what have you. Anything, what else you got? Any bit more content, sweetheart?
Oh, it's hot out there. Oh, what
sorry,
can I
yeah, you're
say?
back on, love.
What have I done this week? Nothing. I've slept a lot. I eat a lot. I like chocolate. But
I've left you alone.
I'm trying to stop. I haven't done anything. I've just messed about, done a bit of shopping, done a bit of walking here and there, and took the dog out and, watched the telly, read my book and,
You love reading your book, though, don't you?
Oh, I love books. I love anything to read. I will read anything, and it doesn't matter how old it is. I'll read last year's newspapers. I don't care, as long as it's something to read.
Because when I go back
have
to
to
England,
read.
if I go back, I always come back with those cheap magazines. The cheap magazines, I go
They're
to 10.
€5 here
Yeah.
each, and they're like 99 pence in England.
Yeah.
They're so different price. That's why I sort of grave them. But I have books given to me. I don't need to buy any. I've got the latest edition of Martina Cole at the moment, so that's
Yeah.
coming to an end. about murders. So
Well, that's Mary, who lives by us, our neighbour. She's been here for many, many, many years, and she just retired. She used to own 3 horseshoes with Phil, and then she worked in the Irish bar, obviously on the front. Then her last job was at Monte Cristo, and a great lady, lovely, love her to bits. And now she's retired, and she deserves every single minute of peace she gets now, especially from Phil. But can I ask you, did you enjoy the 4 days, me not with you, and I was working in Cheltenham last week in the Hopping Grapes?
I wouldn't say I enjoyed them. It was very peaceful, I have to say.
Easy.
Very peaceful.
Easy.
I wouldn't say I enjoyed them. I was glad when you got home. It was getting a bit lonely.
Oh, hang on, I'm filling up. The white handkerchief's coming out.
No, I'm only saying it so you'll give me some extra housekeeping. But yes, I think the difference between it is I knew you were coming back.
Yeah.
So it's not like you were never coming back. You were coming back.
And usually I'm 5-6 nights a week down the pub between 5:30 and 7:30.
But I get the tea ready, I cook, and I mess about for 5 minutes before you come home.
Yeah.
And I get in order so I can eat and then just slob around for a few hours before we go to bed.
But every night...
Then we make mad passionate love, which wears you out.
What day was that?
Back in 19...
probably 1987 when Coventry won the cup when I was there.
I think young people do this, you know.
Yeah, I know. But I never went down the pub after, did I? I come straight on all those 4 nights.
Yeah.
On Tuesday,
Well,
my first...
you were absolutely worn out mentally.
On Tuesday, on my first night,
You were
I've not done the book.
9, you went to bed.
I went 9:30, 20 to 10, I was snoring, wasn't I?
Yeah, I came home behind you as always because I have to lock up and everything. He never walks his property. He never walks his mansion and checks that everything's locked up. He leaves that to me. So I do everything.
Oh, dear me.
Water the dog, feed the dog, lay the dog.
Yeah, I know.
Do it all. Which is what
I think,
let us
do you want to just advertise, just between me, you and a gate post about our apartment we got as well?
Yeah, we got a nice little 1-bedroom, not far from the beach here, which you can walk to actually. In fact, you can walk down that pavement there, just there, and walk down to the beach. And if you want to, it's got the most beautiful swimming pool. It's very, very big. But the apartment's a cosy little 1-bedroom. We book it out to holiday makers. We arrange to meet them with a key. Holiday makers, it's only 2 people, obviously. We arrange to meet them with a key, show them the layout, everything else, and we leave them to it.
And it's only really for people we know or we want to know.
Well, it's not really just that. Well, we don't take same sexes. They're like 2 girls, 2 boys. Then, unfortunately, we've learned from years of this that they get a little merry. They leave their brains on the tarmac when they get here and think because they're on holiday, they can do anything they want. And unfortunately, you can't. So we find that they're a little bit more mature, a little bit more sensible and enjoy it better. They don't have loud music or screaming or falling out or getting drunk and falling over and ambulances coming and everything else. So that's what we stick to. And just the 2 people, which is really very nice.
We have English television, Wi-Fi.
We've got it all in there. There's everything. Lovely cooker, microwave, washing machine, fridge freezer, hair dryer, hair tongs, you name it, it's in there.
But can I just say that, listen, because I'm a dinosaur on computers and phones and so forth, don't email me because I've got so many emails that have bounced back. My phone's got to be cleaned. I've got to take it to somebody for the next couple of days. Because Ray Duffy says, Webby, is your email working? It's not. But if you want to call me, I don't mind in the slightest. You can call me on my telephone number, 687 066 597, and you stick a 00434 in front of it. So 0034 687 066 597. Yeah, or you as I said, you WhatsApp me and let me know if you're interested, and I'll tell you what the score is. And I know it's too cheap, but we're not here to take big money off people.
Clean sheets, brand new mattress, it's everything.
Yeah, super. Right, you're having your second coffee. I think we're going to. I think Buster's gone now.
He's gone for a walk about.
Right, I think you better go and get him.
Get him. He's fine. He's gonna go.
Are we ready to go now? When we'll finish the job off.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I'd like to thank you all for coming. Have a lovely day, and say goodbye, Paul.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. No, I'll finish it off. All right. Thanks, darling. And I'll speak to you soon, sweetheart. Don't get covered too much. You better go get our boy. Let's see if we can get him.
As long as he doesn't wee, I don't mind.
There he is. Oh, that's a sight for sore eyes, isn't it? There we are in CAIXESBBXXX in my manor. We're in the restaurant on the beach. It's absolutely beautiful today. It's about 29, 30 degrees, and we're going to have a great day. We're going to have a bit of lunch, and then we're going to go home, and then I'll go down to the pub, 3 horseshoes, and watch the football. Big shout out to Mark the bookie, my good pal. Thanks for last week. Enjoyed it thoroughly. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the bookies. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Saw lots of people that I haven't seen for a while, and they come to say hello, watch my YouTube channel. So basically, all I want to do now is say thanks everybody for watching my YouTube channel. Thanks for Foggy, my number 99, who does a lot of work on the Facebook page. So Facebook page, don't forget Webby Sports Roundup. If you like what you see, you like what you hear, don't forget subscribe to Webby Sports Roundup. Share it, please, to all your family and all your friends, and let's have some comments. You know, I'm not getting as many comments as I'd like, to tell the truth. I'd like some more. I answer every single one. Whatever football club that you follow, your rugby club you follow, whether you're into basketball or anything, please send a comment and watch it. Let's try and make this bigger. I'm trying to go to all the Canaries, into Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. I want to go everywhere before my dying day, which hopefully is a long, long way away. So all I'm going to say is, from me, Webby Sports Roundup, you have a great weekend. Let's hope Coventry get one of the big boys where they're going to. We're going to get either Man City, Chelsea, Leicester, Man United or Liverpool in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. So one to Mark Robbins, all the boys, love them a bit. All I'm going to say is, from me, Webby, if you like what I hear, and from, let's have a last word from Dawney.
From me and from him.
And from me and from him. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to sit here all day, I think, now. If you like what you hear and you like what you see, subscribe to Webby Sports Trailer in my manor in CAIXESBBXXX. You take care and you have a fantastic weekend.